Hey y'all, Erica with Time to Shrink. I just wanted to do a little what I eat in a week type video. It's just going to be dinners, and some of them will just be simple, easy, quick dinners, and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing as I'm prepping, and some of them I'll just, give you shots of what we ended up eating. I won't like video full recipe videos or anything, but I'll just kind of show you what we're eating during the week for weeknight meals. And I thought that might just kind of be a continuation of my, my meal planning and prep video. Shows you what we're planning, so I thought maybe I'd do one of showing you what actually occurred, because what I plan and what actually happens is not always the same. Depends sometimes how my body's feeling, if things come up that I didn't plan for, different things. And usually if we don't get to a meal, I push it to the next week. But I thought I'd try this. So we're going to do this week. It'll probably be a little rocky, my first week trying to do this. And hopefully I'll get some decent footage and keep improving on this if this is a video that people like. Let me know what you think about the idea at the end. I always love to hear everybody's comments. If you're new, I do have some new new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you so much for finding my little corner of the internet. Really glad to have you, and please look through all my videos or other videos and stuff too, and definitely subscribe and ring that bell so that you know when I post videos. This is a new series that I'm working on, and like I said, it may be a little rocky at first until I figure out what kind of things to film and what footage is best put together for this kind of video. But it's going to be our weeknight dinners. Alright, I hope you enjoy. Let's get going. Okay, this was leftover beef roast that I did last week when my family was here, in-laws and everything. So I did cook it with carrots and potatoes and celery and onion. So I pulled all the potatoes out, set them to the side. I put all of the juices and carrots, there were not very many carrots left, celery, onions, beef in the bottom of this dish. And we are now going to top this with a mashed cheesy cauliflower, and make it like a shepherd's pie but keto-fied. So that is the plan for remaking leftovers for tonight. It is Monday, and I will serve this with a side salad. Alright, so this is what we need to make mashed cauliflower, and this is going to be my topping for my faux shepherd's pie. So there is my riced cauliflower. It is steaming hot and super soft. You want it to be super soft, very well cooked. We are going to throw that in first, and then while it's hot, we want to add in the cheeses and then the heavy whipping cream. Always season everything, so some salt and pepper. So I'm going to drop in my mozzarella cheese. I think this is about 3 ounces. 2 of these. This is what they look like. Then I add some heavy whipping cream. I just kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to add some pepper. This is just salt. Alright, so everything's in there. We're going to put the top on. Turn it on. And I can tell from that consistency that it's going to need a little bit more of the cream, so I am going to scrape the sides down and add some cream. So we probably ended up at about half a cup of cream at this point. Okay, y'all, so I'm just going to get all of this mashed cauliflower out of my blender and straight onto my beef and veggie mixture, and it's going to look just like a shepherd's pie. Now, I know shepherd's pie generally is ground lamb. I am using the leftover beef roast. If I was making it from scratch, I would use ground lamb. But this will give you the idea, and it was a way to use leftovers so that they don't feel like they're eating the same thing. So just kind of going to top it with just a sprinkling of this mozzarella. All right, out of the oven, it's all bubbly and it smells really good. I'm going to try and spoon out a little bit here. Leftover beef pot roast turned into a shepherd's pie type meal. Tuesday night dinner, this is Caesar salad, and we just did cut the carb quesadillas, so whatever they wanted in them. So this one's ham and cheese. All right, I'm going to get my marinara sauce in the Instant Pot. I'm gonna make a meat sauce. So I'm gonna do the saute. So just push the saute button, and I'm going to put a little bit of avocado oil. All right, gonna put about a tablespoon of this, 2 jars of this, and a sprinkling of some chopped onions. Pepperoni. I only had 1 pound of ground Italian sausage, so I'm adding a whole pack of cut up pepperoni because I want to make a good bit. 1 can, 2 cans, Italian seasoning, some onion, 2 bay leaves. I'm going to give this a stir. Manual, 20 minutes. Actually, we're going to do 25. There we go. All right, I zeroed out my scale, so I'm going to pour my zucchini on here and see how much we've got. This will be my only meal today, so probably just go with all of it. Let's see, that's 219 grams. All right, so now we have it zeroed out again, and I'm going to put some red sauce on there. All right, Parmesan. Let's go eat. Get in my belly. So we have our pork chops, and then we have melted butter. This is part nutritional yeast and part Parmesan cheese, and then just some spices. So basically, I'm just going to take a pork chop. You can do this with chicken. I do it with chicken sometimes. And then you just, basically you're just breading it. A lot of times I also add pork rinds to this breading. I think it makes it extra crunchy and delicious, but I don't have any today, so we're going with this. And you just go all the way through, do all of them. You could definitely do this and fry it up too. If you fry it, I would suggest having really like kind of thin, really thin pork chops. Otherwise you're probably going to end up wanting to finish it in the oven. You could definitely pan fry it and then finish it in the oven if you wanted to. I like to bake it because it's just so easy. So easy. Oops. It literally just takes, you know, less than 5 minutes prep. So easy. And because I do this so often, y'all, I think I've told you this before, but I have a jar and I make it ahead of time, my mixture, so I don't even have to like get out all of the bottles. I just get this out, and when this guy gets low, I'll just make another one. And it's a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese to 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Oops, forgot to do butter. I'm not talking and working very well here, y'all. All right, so 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese to 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, and then whatever seasoning you want. I think I just have salt and pepper in there right now, truthfully. I think nutritional yeast and Parmesan have so much flavor. And then if I do pork rinds, then I'll just combine this 1 part to 1 part crushed pork rinds. And I almost always have crushed pork rinds pre-done also, but I am out right now, so we're just gonna skip that step. And truthfully, the first time I had this, I did not use the pork rinds, and it's just as delicious. It just, you don't get quite as much like kind of a crunchy exterior as you do if you use the pork rinds, but it really is just as delicious. And these little pork chops are a little bit on the thicker side, so they'll probably take a little bit longer, but you want to preheat your oven to, if they're thin, I usually do 425, but since they're going to need a little bit longer, I don't want them to get too brown, I am going to do it at 400. And I usually do about a stick of butter melted, and I usually end up using the majority of it. It looks like I'll have some left over this time, but I'll probably just pour it right over the top of them because I don't want to waste all that butter. Trust me, use the butter. Don't just like use an egg batter. It makes a difference. It gives them such really good moisture. Like I think the butter is one of the tricks to this recipe. And another reason I like to have this pre-done, y'all, is I ended up needing more because I don't want to waste this stuff, so I can pour a certain amount, and if I need more I can just dump it back in and not have to go pre-measure everything else again. So here's what they look like, and we're gonna just pop them in the oven. Alright, y'all, here is dinner tonight, Thursday night. This is the pork chop. I cook it for about 20 minutes and then I broiled it for like literally like 1 minute, just with some veggies and butter. Alright, let me just do a wrap up of my what we ate this week. This is the first time I did this and I didn't get the best footage. Some nights I kind of forgot, but I'm still going to post it and then work on doing a better job next week of sharing. I just wanted to share, you know, what we ate each evening and things that were super simple that I did. I kind of videoed along the way, as you saw. Friday night I forgot to put what we ate. Jason made a ribeye steaks that I had gotten an amazing deal on, and I had broccoli cauliflower with butter. And then Saturday night we had a big lunch, that smash burger that we were out of town, had a big lunch, I had smash burger, and so Saturday evening I did not eat dinner, but I just snacked. I had a Performix bar, which is 3 carbs. I had 2 servings of pork rinds, Epic pork rinds, which is like 80 calories per serving and 0 carbs. Then I had white wine. I was planning to have 2 glasses. I had 3 pretty large glasses, so that wasn't the smartest thing ever. Then I got the munchies and ate Parmesan cheese wisps. So wasn't the most successful night ever. I think I still stayed under my 20 net carbs, but definitely not the best day of eating, not the best dinner plan. I probably should have gotten some real food instead and not had the wine. I don't drink wine very often anymore, usually just when we're out of town, and it probably wasn't the best idea because it gives me the munchies, and you know,